Yes, sir. It's a chip beat. Light. Keep the haters away. I just want to talk about the weekend's boxing. Another disappointing boxing event. Another pathetic, predictable, corrupt boxing event. You know. And what happened this weekend? Did we have Josh Kelly vs Williamson? Was that this weekend or last weekend? I can't even remember, man. I'm so fried. My mind is so fried because of I watch so much nonsense day in day out. I was in the pub, okay, and I was watching. I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna venture out, And now I want to be a neat full time, but I ventured out. I go in the pub and they're watching this football thing, right? And you got grown men age 60, going nuts. Yeah, screaming at the TV. Why don't Saka should be playing deeper? He's a natural striker. He shouldn't. He shouldn't be played so far back and getting angry at the TV. And then when they score a goal at England, people start leaping up and down and hugging each other like they just won like 100 grand. I mean, it's pathetic, man. There's grown men in the audience. They showed crying, hugging some, plastic model of the World Cup, the Jules Rimet Cup or whatever it's called. I mean, come on, man. This is what we live amongst, these kind of sick people. And they don't care about what's going on the children's food, what they're being taught at school, all right? What doctors are giving them. No. They just want Bukayo Saka, whatever his name is, to put an inflated leather ball into the back of a net. And that's what they love. I mean, the tragedy of that, man. You imagine seeing that kind of thing. How can no one be horrified by that stuff? But this is a boxing channel, y'all. So we're going to talk about the boxing. Yeah, as I said, I mean, Kelly was I think that was Friday. I can't remember. Beat Williamson. I was hoping for a good fight. We got a one-sided fight, but neither impressed. It was messy as usual. So many big fights now these days. You watch, they're so messy. There's so much grabbing and holding. It's become such a big tactic in boxing. And you saw that in Tyson Fury, Chisora fight. Fury dominated, but he was gassing quite a lot because I don't think he trained properly. He was on the yayo. And so he threw a few shots and then just lean all over Fury and grab him, move him around. Push his enormous weight on top of Chisora. Chisora just couldn't do anything, man. He was... No, I'm not saying he's pathetic, man. Obviously, he's proved to be a warrior, but, he shouldn't be in there for his own brain's sake. For his own brain, being beaten up round after round after round, and his trainer's going, "You're in there, you're much tougher than him, you're starting to land on him, keep doing what you're doing." All the time, Chisora can't even look him in the eye out of a busted up face. And before that, we had Daniel Dubois, Dubois, Triple D, the Triple D, in what seemed to me like a genuinely fixed fight. I made a quick video on this straight afterwards, but it's got loads of views and that. But basically, you imagine, right? So, Lorena's not throwing much. She's not throwing much. She's going forward. I expected Dubois to batter him in a few rounds. And then he lands a wild shot on top of his head, on top of Dubois' peanut-shaped head. And his legs completely go. It reminded me of Andy Ruiz, when he battered Joshua with a top of the head punch. And his legs have gone so badly. And the buyer's commentary oh, he's obviously hurt his ankle and his leg. I'm thinking, what are you talking about, man? His legs are just wobbling and buzzing because he got hit by one shot. And Lorena, he knows the score. He's been told, look, we'll give you this nice paid day. Yeah, can you hear Tyson snore, by the way? He's had a good walk. But, yeah, so, Lorena's going, he doesn't know what to do, man. He hurt him by mistake. And he's like, what do I do now? It's like the Andrew Flintoff. You remember when he fought that guy? And that guy hurt him by mistake. And he's like, wow, what do I do now? And the bum kept on falling over because his legs are so shook and wobbled. And for the rest of the fight, what does Lorena do? He doesn't throw another serious punch. And that doesn't even include the bell rang 10 seconds early, right? Now, when you got someone hurt like that, you jump on them. It would have taken a jab or a couple of jabs to knock out Dubois. The HGH monster. You look at Dubois' hands; they're full of these massive calluses that you get when you do HGH. Gay J has them all over his hands and his knees. Yeah, and you look at Dubois, got the same thing. They've just got a guy who's big, who's strong. They pumped him full of drugs, and they're hoping he'll do well. But he can't take a punch, and you question his heart. I think he wanted to be pulled out, but it it doesn't matter anyway because Lorena was like, "Damn, that was a mistake. I can't hurt him anymore. I can't touch him anymore. So I'll just rumble forward while throwing jabs that miss by about a foot." And this was the rest of the fight. And then he ended up getting battered on the ropes, and he got stopped prematurely, some say, but it doesn't matter. He clearly knew he wasn't meant to win. If you look at his Twitter, he's like, "Oh, what a great fight we had. That was an amazing fight. Who would have thought it? Ha ha. Yeah, great." He wasn't complaining at all. He wasn't complaining at all about the stoppage. He was just going about how great it was because he knows he's got his $500,000 in the bank, and he probably wouldn't have had another penny like that. Although if he had knocked out Dubois, maybe he would have done so. He's probably kicking himself this morning, but I mean, it was pathetic. And then we had the Tyson Fury, Derek Chisora fight. One-sided sparring match, except, with 10-ounce gloves, and it's hurting. And people go, "Oh, he carried Chisora. He did it because he's his mate." I'm not thinking, if he was a real mate, he'd probably try and bang him out early. He could have got him out of there, very much earlier. But Tyson didn't look in shape anyway with his big wobbly. He's got these big wobbly love hips. Okay, and my heart was sinking throughout the entire event, and some bums paid £27 to watch it on BT pay-per-view, and even went to the fight. Not understanding, they go to the fight, they could be like, "Oh, well, at least we're there to see a Tyson fight." Yeah, okay, I understand a bit, but blood clot, just in the freezing cold, watching a sparring session. You go down to most gyms, you'll see better. And they had the Chocolatito Estrada super fight, third fight. Everyone's getting all excited. I couldn't give a rat's ass, man, about them manlets, those A-stone guys. People be like, "Oh, but they're so skillful and so good." Like, yes, but they're A-stone blood. Anyone under 140 pounds is a woman. There are a few exceptions, let me tell you. There are a few exceptions, Barrera, Nazim Hamed, maybe Barry McGuigan, that I watch, but mainly the manlet weights, especially in this day and age. I don't know nobody, I've said this many times, that is 8 stone, and that includes women. Yeah. And these weight classes, this whole pay-per-view stuff was just invented so that you could, the promoters could make more money and the little guys could have some kind of chance. But really, there's only weight division, the heavyweights. But heavyweights is a disgrace. Yeah. And you have that whole pathetic WWE after fight. "Oh, yeah, you say you're a bum. I'll do this to you. I'll do that to you." And my heart sinks as I eat some more of my Chinese food, which was terrible as well. It cost me the same as a pay-per-view, the Chinese food, but it's whack. I'm like, why did I bother, man? Why did I bother? And you'd be like, "Chippy, you're so negative. Why do you bother?" Well, it's got worse. It's got worse and worse. That's the thing. It's not like it, even 2 years ago, we had a few good fights. Povetkin, White, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, some other good fights. But there seems to be nothing now. Scripted fights. And they're not all scripted, but they're mostly predictable. The Lorena was pathetic, man. He knew he was not allowed to win that fight. And he probably reminded in between rounds, I can't remember the camera being there, listening to what his corner was saying. But he said, "What the fuck are you doing, Kevin? You're not meant to win this fucking fight, man. You're putting us in fucking danger." Something like that. Because they knew that he couldn't win. Having said that, if he had won, he'd probably get a half-decent payday out of it. But, he'd have to watch back probably. I've never seen a fighter so badly hurt, and the other fighter stand off and not even throw a jab in range. It's pathetic, man. Yeah, and that's more than boxing, yeah. That's more than boxing, and this is what we pay for, and we're mugs for watching this nonsense, along with all the exhibitions and all that. I'm not ready to give up on boxing. I'll give it one more year, one more chance, and 100% long bowls is what I'm going to see. Yeah, and I don't know, man. I mean, to be honest, it's all bread and circus, and I'm a fool for even believing that it's worth watching. You know, I know what they're doing. They want us to be interested in sports and entertainment and strictly come dancing. Did I tell you once? I was in a pub, and I was sitting there, and I see this couple. They was like middle aged, and the woman turned to the husband and goes, "Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with my Saturday nights now. Strictly Come Dancing has ended." I mean, blood clot. You imagine that? Your life's so tragic. You look forward to some, vacant, vacuous, idiotic, fake competition on mainstream TV, huh? To inspire you to rule your life, man. So, Anyway, man. I mean, it's blackpilling, this kind of nonsense. But yeah. Don't fall too far. Remember. All these things are predicted. In the end times, the good will win eventually. Oh, one more thing, yeah. So there's a lot of comments in my videos saying, "Oh, Dubois a bum" and this kind of stuff, and I've had this for a bit of time. People are going, "Oh, you wouldn't say it to his face, would you? Ha ha ha! You shit yourself." Now, or you know what I mean? I tell everybody what I think. I wouldn't just sit here being a coward on the internet. I mean, like, what? We're not allowed opinions? Huh? Oh, you never achieved what he has. What have you done? How can you, criticize Dubois? And all these things. There's no weight in this. It's like saying, and imagine everyone. People lie. Oh yeah. Oh, I tell everybody, to their face, what I think about it. Imagine, man, the whole world would be in flames, man. If you told everybody, you go up to somebody, one of your friends, and go, "Yeah, I like you, man, but you're an idiot. You're vain, you're narcissistic, you think too much of yourself, and you're a fool, but I don't mind you." You'd have no friends left. Or you got some random guy and go, "Oh, you think you're all that, but, you're basically a blood clot, and you're a batty man's." You'd be in a fight every time you walked out your door. That's not how society works, man. People have to keep their own opinions to themselves to some extent. And all these people, they'll express their opinions to all their friends behind the other person's back. That's humanity, man. That's humanity. You cannot. No one. And all these idiots that claim that, I'll tell anyone what I think about them. They're lying, man. They're lying. They go up to their parents and go, "You're rubbish parents. Huh? You were unloving. I wanted the Star Wars Death Star. You didn't buy it for me. You're a scumbag." It's pathetic. The other thing that's pathetic, right, was the whole kind of narrative of the Tyson Fury fight, which is like, "Oh, he's my best mate. Oh, I'm gonna give him a payday." Well, okay, fine. Well, just give him some money and then fight Usyk. Huh? If you care about him that much, instead of beating him up for whatever 10 rounds, and then they've all gone and they've all taken their kids. You notice that everyone's taking their kids to their big fights anymore. I can't think of anything worse. You're about to have a fight and maybe be hurt, and you're taking your children to it. There's a weirdo called Michael Chandler who's got the biggest HGH stomach I've ever seen, and he takes his adopted black children to watch them fight with like earphones on their head so they can't hear. It's so weird. And the same thing with Chisora, Tyson Fury. All the kids met up and had a Five Guys burger. Oh, isn't that lovely? Look, they break bread afterwards, and all the family are lovely. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Tyson Fury's just beating up your dad and probably cut 5 years off his life and giving him CTE. But he's bought him a Five Guys burger because he's been paid a lot of money by Five Guys to promote them, so that's part of it. How anyone can fall for this nonsense? It's sickening, man. It's sickening. I prefer the old days, man, when fighters would fight each other and genuinely hate themselves. So at least it's real. the Eubank Benz or the Hagler Leonards, Jack Dempsey, everybody, Mike Tyson, everybody. You know? Now it's just pathetic, man. Pathetic. Boxing is like whack. That's where we at.